Hello again, this is Randy back in the shop. Um, Today is the day after we dynoed that 357 cubic inch build. I know I haven't done a video in a while, and there was a lot on that I didn't cover, just because it was work on a bit here and work on a bit there, and I had some computer problems. Some of the footage was lost, but everything turned out good. In the first part of the video that shows the motor running on the dyno, I kind of do a walk around to that. On that day, we made a couple runs on the motor, a couple pulls on it, and we started hearing a weird squeaking noise in the front of the motor. So we stopped, pulled the valve covers off, looked everything over there, didn't see anything wrong. Cranked the motor with the starter, didn't hear anything. So I decided to stop, and I pulled the motor back off, took it back home, took it apart and looked at it, and I didn't find anything wrong with it. The only thing I found was in the dry sump pump, the pump would turn direction of rotation okay, but when you turned it opposite direction of rotation, which is counterclockwise, at times the pump would lock up. You couldn't turn it. So pulled the pump all apart, didn't really see anything major wrong there. Put a piece of 600 grit wet dry paper on my surface plate and lightly just polished the ends of the gears, put the pump back together, put it on the run stand, ran it for about an hour and a half off and on, probably 5 or 6 different times, an hour and a half total, and went over it with a stethoscope. I didn't hear anything. So yesterday I took it back to the dyno, and it never made it. The squeaking noise is gone. It never made it. At first we weren't sure if it was something on the dyno or not, and I talked to Bill from Performance Engineering, and he had dynoed a couple motors since then, and he didn't hear anything. So I don't know what the squeaking noise was. It was the dry sump pump. I don't know. I pulled the motor apart. All the bearings in it looked great. Pulled the cam out, that looked great. Cam bearings looked nice. Checked all the lifters, didn't see anything wrong there. So basically just put the motor back together and dynoed it. It turned out really good. It made 655 horsepower peak at 7,200 RPM, and it carried out pretty good. It was still made 651.3 at 7,600, and peak torque, it made 518 foot-pounds of torque at 6,000 RPM. At 4,400 RPM, it made 425. So it was carrying really good. At 7,600, it was still at 450 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm really happy with it. No leaks, no hiccups. So in the video to come, you'll see all that, and hope you enjoy it and have a great day, and we'll see you on the next project. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.